now show you my screen. Just give me a little more. Can you see my screen now?
No.
No? Yes?
No. Yes. I can see your screen.
Okay, great. So should I start my presentation now?
Yes, please.
Okay. So yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Estelle Cheng of Airiti, and I'm very happy today to have the opportunity to share with you some of our thoughts on DOI applications to online courses. So here is my outline. First, I'm going to introduce a little bit about Airiti and who we are. And next, I'm going to move to the main topics today, that is DOI applications in the academia sector about online courses. And I will finish my presentation with a very short summary. So first, this is Airiti. Yeah, we are a company that offering a wide range of information services. So for example, from publishing, we got the manuscript submission system, and we are also as a publisher. And from publishing, we got the dissemination services. So we got different platforms like the ebook platforms and also the Airiti library. This is pretty much like JStage. So we got journal articles, conference proceedings, and even thesis and dissertation. And we also got the e-commerce part, that is online bookstore. Airiti, this is the online bookstore. And as all we know that we are also the only DOI RA in Taiwan. This is why I'm here today to share with you some of our thoughts. And in the following, this is another picture that's showing Airiti's academic dissemination services from the perspective of different users. For example, from authors, from publishers. This is the manuscript submission system, and we are also a publisher that do the publish stuff. And for libraries and readers, we got the platforms and also the to see online bookstore. And through all these different circulations, DOI is the central part, like the central thread running through all the parts. So after you already know a little bit about Airiti, I'm going to move to the main topic today, that is assign DOIs to online courses. First, I'm going to start with the scope. As we all know that DOIs can be assigned to diverse granularity. So for example, for instance, for online courses, DOIs are assigned to identify two parts. The first is about the online courses themselves. The other part is about the course materials. For the online courses part, we have three different layers for example, at the course level or at the lesson level, that each week we got different week courses, and for each videos. And as for the course materials, we all know that we sometimes have different supplementary works for teaching a course. So we got PowerPoint slides or even textual documents. All this under our plan can be assigned with DOIs. And next, I'm going to talk a little bit about the scenarios in Taiwan. So basically, I select three different platforms dedicated to online courses here. On the left-hand side, you can see this is called Open Courseware, like OCW. So we got two major platforms here. One is called the Taiwan Open Courseware Consortium, TOCWC. This is what we already work with them. And the other is called the General Education TW. And as for the MOOCs part, we got another platform here. This is called Chinese Open Education Consortium. So for the three parts, I'm going to show you a little bit about what they are. As for the TOCWC, we started work with them 2 years ago, and now they got DOIs for their courses. As you can see, this is a DOI here, and the other is called the general education. We plan to work with them, and as you see, they got different week. This is chapter 3, chapter 4, roughly equals to every week. And every week they got different courses, video, and or some lecture notes. And this is some pictures of the Chinese Open Education Consortium. So this just want to show a flavor of it. Basically, this is an open MOOCs platform, and students can register here, and once they register, they will go to the course part, the week 1, and we got different videos. So this is what we talk about. We aim to assign DOIs to each work and to each course video. And I want to discuss a little bit about the models of these platforms, how they work. These models serve to be a single entrance to access various courses that may or may not be hosted in different universities. For example, in the TOCWC example, those courses are hosted in different universities. But as the other two, those courses indeed are hosted at the platform. But either way, these platforms works like a central hub for metadata integration and management. From the registration agency perspective, we directly work with these platforms for DOI registration. And assigning DOIs to online courses brings some benefits. Here I listed 3 of them. The first is persistent link. We all know that it avoids you cannot find the material error. And the next one is about citation metrics and also the evaluations. And the citation metrics are correlated with the evaluations. As we know, traditional citations are primarily focusing on the paper citation. But right now, citations get more dynamic, so as to evaluations. For example, if courses register DOIs for universities or for the platforms, those consortiums, and as for the researchers, they can identify and get their usage statistics through the one unique identifier DOI. And after registration, we definitely need to develop more applications. So in the later part, I'm going to show 2 different examples. One is that we work with different kinds of identifiers, ORCID here. The other is about integration with our academic dissemination services. Okay, now I just want to show you how DOI registration workflow is. So basically, for courses registration, universities submit their course metadata to those central platforms, and the central system hosts metadata, and we work with them for DOI deposit. Then the registration completed. So the process is quite straightforward, but actually demands some working with them about the technical part. That's not really difficult, but the process is pretty straightforward here. And after registrations, next is about applications. So the first case that I want to show here is about our connections with ORCID. And ORCID is an online profile for researchers to present their academic achievements. So if a researcher, he or she wants to show his academic outputs, they don't need to type them manually. We offer services called Scholar Dashboard. So if a researcher wants to update his or her ORCID record, he or she needs to get an ORCID account, and when in the work part, it just simply click App Works, and you can see Airiti here. And once you click it, you link to the Scholar dashboard part. This dashboard provides the function for exporting bibliographic metadata. And the metadata includes DOI deposit metadata and also metadata in our Airiti library, the journal aggregator databases. So the researchers doesn't need to update their record manually. And also because DOIs can be assigned to a diverse granularity. So whether the research outputs are like papers, the traditional papers, conference proceedings, or some different new kinds of stuff like patents or even courses, they can also be counted as very effectively. So the whole process is like the researchers, of course, needs to log in ORCID first, and then he or she can choose to add works, and it links to the dashboard service we offer, and then he or she can type the name of his work or his name of the author, and the update is completed. The second showcase I'm going to share with you is our integration with our academic dissemination services. So as I introduced, Airiti Library is a platform that hosts about journal articles, conference proceedings, and dissertations, both in Taiwan, and we contain contents from mainland China. So if an article in Airiti Library cites a course or cites different types of research outputs, DOI is used to be a persistent cross-platform identifier that links and directs to the course platform. So even in Airiti Library, we do not host those videos or different types of research outputs, but by integrate DOI into it, we can link out and link in. This is quite convenient and straightforward. And here is my short summary. We all know that DOIs is unique identifiers, but I want to specifically address that DOIs benefit not only identification, but also applications. So for example, courses are one of the examples that we can use, try to highlight benefits of DOIs. And thank you for your attention. You are welcome to contact me if you have any further questions.
Thank you.